kid related items like diapers, baby oil, baby soaps, baby shampoos, like depend upon the customer, the purchasing of customer is varies. And at the same time, when I am going to purchase, suppose I am going to with my kid, I am going to supermarket, I am going to purchase kid related items like I am going to purchase baby shampoo, baby soap, diapers, all relevant items. I am not going to take only single item, I am taking the group of items which is relevant to the my kid. Like when I am going for the vegetable market, for the week I am going to purchase all relevant items for the entire week or 2 to 3 days, all fruits or vegetables for 2 to 3 days. Suppose a girl went to the shopping, she going to purchase automatically relevant makeup kits or like soaps, makeup related items, lipsticks, all those things. Now our task is identifying the frequent items purchasing throughout the transaction database. So when one shopping market or supermarket, there is a lot of transactions will happen day to day. And whenever we are taking the considering the 1 month transactions, there is chance of hundreds of or thousands of records. I am taking a 1 year transaction database of the supermarket, lakhs of records available. Now I want to analyze those 1 lakh records or 2 lakhs records. I want to identify that which items are sold out more and kind of customer. Then I am trying to maintain those items in my supermarket to improve my sales. At the same time, whenever my sales is improved, automatically profit also increase. Okay. Now today we are going to discuss about the frequent pattern tree. Previously Appraisal algorithm. Now it's in a tree based structure. In case of the Appraisal algorithm, we followed the candidate key. We are generating the candidate key. Here we are not generating any candidate key in this case. Appraisal algorithm, we are going to generate candidate key. In frequent FE algorithm, we are not going to generate any candidate key. We are constructing a tree. What we are going to do in FE tree, frequent pattern tree. So what we are going to do simply we are going to scanning the like Appraisal algorithm, we are going to do the scanning. We are going to do the entire database scanning once. Once scanning is done, we are identifying all the items available and we are going to find out the support of the item. All the essential information we are going to construct with the help of the tree fashion. We are scanning the data entire once and we are going to construct the tree. And with the help of the FE growth algorithm, we are able to work on the larger item set also. Larger item sets where we are going to generate whenever we have a larger item set. So what does a frequent pattern tree? FP, frequent pattern. Step 1 is reduce the order of the frequency items for items with the same frequency. The order is given by the alphabetical order, means we are going to do the scanning once, identify the support count. We know we have some threshold value. If the threshold value is less than your item, then we are going to eliminate. That is nothing but reduce. So we are going to eliminate the items in item set, the items which are not satisfying the minimum threshold value or minimum support value. We are going to eliminate those things. Then what we are going to do in step 2, we are going to construct the tree based on the order, alphabetical order of the item, Then we are going to construct the conditional. That means already we know threshold for the first step, that is minimum support. Now again we are going to apply in the tree which is coming from the step 2, we are going to apply the conditional FP tree. So we are going to apply the again threshold to reduce the data set or item set. Now finally, based on that we will get the frequent patterns or frequent items. So step 1 nothing but simply we are going to scan all the items in a transaction database based on support count, where apply the threshold or minimum support on the item set, we are going to eliminate and make all the items in alphabetical order based on the support count. Step 2, we are going to construct the tree, FE tree, graphical representation. Then step 3, what we are going to do is, again we are going to apply the threshold or support, minimum support on the tree, eliminating the irrelevant items or combinations. Then step 4, we will get the final frequent item or patterns. That is what? Simple frequent pattern or FE tree or frequent pattern growth algorithm. Let's see. Here we are going to take a simple example. My transactional table or transaction database with 5 transactions. Transaction ID 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Just for understanding, giving the some naming easily. 5 transactions. Each transaction, the customer purchasing the different items. For easy understanding, I am taking the simple ABCD letters. In respect of the various elements, various items, simply to understand, I am taking the simple example like with ABCDs. So A is one item, B is another item, C is another item, like I am taking the different items purchased by the various customers. Now what is the problem? Our problem definition is, we need to find out the, we are going to find out the larger items, that is frequent items. We are going to purchase, we need to identify the frequent items which is supported, the minimum support condition is the greater than or equal to 3. That means we have a condition greater than or equal to minimum support condition, min support is 3. If item, suppose A equal to, we got support count is 4, then automatically it is greater than 3, so we can consider it. And suppose I getting the B equal to 2, example, I got 3 which is less than 3, so we are going to eliminate the B, like we are doing the operation. So step, our condition, our problem statement is, we are having the transaction database. Now we have a minimum support condition is 3, we need to identify the frequent items. Let's see how I am going to do these operations. Now I am making a table, transaction, I am making a table, transaction with items and frequent items. Now what I am going to do is, step 1, scanning. Our condition is minimum threshold 3. Now identifying the support count. How I am going to identify the support count of each item? Scanning of each transaction. Scanning of, I am going to my head here, transaction. My head is first transaction, reading the first item. Then first scanning, second transaction, A is available in the first, second, again in 4th transaction, again 5th. Then automatically support count is 4. Then I am going for the next item in a first transaction. A is completed. Now I am going for the B. B occurred in the transaction 1. Again transaction 300, 400 and 500. Again support count is 3. Like that, I am going to scan all the items and I identifying the scanning. Let's see C. C, why 1? So I am start with the C here. C is only one time. Then no C here, no C here, no, no. So that's why support count of C is 1. Again, suppose we go for D. D is occurred one time, transaction 1, not occurred, occurred, here D is occurred, third is occurred and 5th transaction not occurred. So D is how many times? 1, 2, 3, 3 times. Suppose we are going for I 1 times, first transaction, I am checking for the I, whether I is available or not. I is not available, not available, not available, available and not available. So total only once. That means here what I am going to do is, I am going to scanning all the transactions and identifying the occurrence of each item in all the transactions. Now based on that, I got the final transactions with frequency A occurred 4 times, B 4 times, C 1 time, D 3, E 3, F 3, G 3, H 1, I 1, J 1, K 1. Like I got the support count of each and every item in our transaction database. Now what I am going to do is, I am applying the threshold. So our condition is should be equal to 3 or greater than 3. So we need to check. 3. Okay. 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 What are the transactions which are having the 3 equal to 3 or above 3? So equal to 3 and above 3? This is not equal to 3 or less, greater than 3. Not. So only the frequent items are like A, B, D, E, F, G. So these are the only items which are supporting our condition threshold minimum support count 3 or above. Now what we are going to do is, in the scan 1, we found the frequency of all the items and eliminating the threshold, applying the threshold and eliminating the infrequent items. I am eliminating all these items which are not frequent. Now what I am going to do is, I make all these items in each transaction as per the alphabetical order and based on the support count, making it order wise. So let's see. A is occurred. So B, what are the items infrequent which is available in the transaction 1? A, B occurred, D occurred, and E is available, F is available, and G is available. So those are I am going to take. So I make ordered based on this order. I make the all order eliminating the unfrequent items. Similarly, third transaction, second transaction, A, F, G. A available, F is available, G is available. So already order. Next, B, D, E, F. Third transaction, B is available, D is available, E is available, F is available, J is not available, eliminated. Like I done the order based on the support count, I make a ordered. See, I mentioned step 1 is done, order. I make all the things ordered wise. All these items are ordered. Now what I am going to do is, I am done with the step 1. So I am taking all the items which are frequent. These are the frequent in scan 1, as well as I am putting all the items in a order fashion. Now I am going to apply the step 2. What is step 2? The step 2 is, we are going to start the construction of tree. In step 1, we got the table like this. In step 2, what we are going to do is, we are going to constructing the FP tree, frequent pattern tree. So frequent pattern tree, how we are going to construct? Based on this table, I am start with the tree construction. So how I am going to do is, this is what we got as a result. Input table, our transaction database, and those transactions are frequent items based on the threshold. Now I make a tree fashion all these items transaction by transaction. After first I am going to scan first transaction, then I go for second, then third, then fourth. Like I am going to scan each and every transaction. Now based on that I am going to construct. So the frequent items, as we know that based on the step 1 we got these are the frequent items. So only I am taking these items as a frequent. So frequent items. Now I am taking the nodes linking. First I am taking a root. Now I start with the transaction 1. Only considering this one. These are not, because already we done the scanning and identifying these are the frequent. Okay. Now creating a root, because a tree is always there is root. Now start with the first transaction, that is 100, transaction 100, having the frequent items A, B, D, E, F, G. first item, mapping. Then next, immediately B. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to do the A after B. That means I am following the sequence. A after B. B is available. Then A, B. Then I make a link here. Then A of A, B, then sequence is D. D. D is available. I make a link. Then A, B, D, E sequence. A, here count is 1. Count is 1. That means one time counting. Then A, B, D, E, second E. Left side, I am putting the left side. A, B, D, E, linking the things. After that, F. Left side, F. Link. Then G. G. Next is G. G. Like, first is so what I am going to do, A scans, then B. B one time linking. Then D occurrence is one time and link. Then after D, E occurred. E one time link. Then F left, F one time link. Then G one time. So entire transaction 1 is done with all the items in a proper order, and each time we visited one. So we are maintaining one counter with respect to item. That means transaction 1 completed in a proper order and make each or one time. Now go with the transaction 2. So again start with, okay, A is already available. So I am incrementing the counter 1 plus 1, that is counter 2. Then F. A after that B, there is no O. That means obviously we are going to go with the F here. F right side. Then G. Like we are going to process each and every transaction. Let's see. Operation. Madam, 15 minutes పడుతుంది ఎందుకంటే సార్ 11 వెళ్ళారా ఓకే సో what we are going to do, so as I explained, now I am showing the each operation. In transaction 1 we done the things B, D, E, F, G. Transaction 1 done. Now transaction 2. Transaction 2, already we have a counters for each and every item. Then second transaction A already is available, so counter is increased to. Then we go with the F. So F is not available immediately to the A, so right side, and we are going to connect because first time occurred, second time occurred. We make a connection because already F is created a node with the our table, so connected. Then G. G is F, G order. So again G already available, so we are going to link. Then go with the transaction 3. So immediately B, but here we have a, so we go with the root right side, B one time. Then we are going to link. Already B is already done, so we are linking the each and every thing. B, D, E. E is A, B, D, E, right? F, done. Then I go with the fourth transaction. Fourth transaction, that is 400 A, B, D. A is available. A is available here. Immediately incrementing 3 because third time. Then B is immediate, so incrementing the B counter. Then immediately D. D also available, so incrementing the counter D. So transaction 400 is done. Then transaction 5. Then transaction 5 A available. Increment 4. B is immediate, so we are taking same order. Increment B value. Then E, not in the same order. So E is then immediately I go with the B, incrementing. Then G, linking. This is the way how we are constructing the overall FE tree for the first step 2. We are constructing the tree. Tree is done. In step 1, what we got? We got this frequency table. In step 2, we got the tree. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to apply the condition now. Condition on the tree. Previously we apply the condition on the support count on the given market data, transaction data. Then we got this one. Now from this one we got tree. Now we are going to apply the condition on the tree. That is step 3. Step 3 is now we are going to apply the condition on tree. Step 1 we got the frequent items. Then construct the tree. Step 3 we are applying the condition on the tree. We have a tree. You can observe that A is 4 times. As already we know the frequency of the A is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. And B is occurred here. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, but B here 3. Then we have to link with the another B. So another B is available. B is 3 and here 3. 1. So 1 plus 3, 4. 4 is matching. Like we need to link all the each nodes in a root with the root and make all those things links to your table. Then we go applying for the condition on the tree. Now we have this is our second step output. Now our threshold is 3. So whenever 3, then only we can consider it. Now start with the least item, that is G. We are starting with the least item is G. Then condition on G, the least item is G. So here G. So what we are going to do is, we are going to do the scanning of G path. We are going to path A, G once, F once, E once, D once, B once, A once, and finally we receive the root. So we are taking all the condition. Now what about the another G? Because we have a G count is 3. Second path. G once, then E, then B, then A, then root. So those values will be considered. Then another G. So we got 3 sets with the G. 3. Now based on the frequency table, occurrence A 3 times, but with the G, because we can observe with the G A once, with the G A again once, with the G A again once. That means occurrence of the A with the G is 3 times, B is 2 times, D is 1 time, E is 2 times, F is 2 times, G is 3 times. So what we finally decided, we got different outcomes and we need to apply the 3 on with G. So we are going to eliminate the other elements which is less than 3. So only A and G, because the remaining are 2, 1, 2, 1. That means with the sequence of G with B, G with E are less. So we are going to eliminate because condition is 3. We are considering this one. Only this one. This A1, G1, A1, G1. Remaining items are ignored because those are not the combination with A. Because A and G are having the minimum 3. We have a condition 3. So we are going to satisfy this condition. Like we are going to do the each and every item. We are going to do the each and every item. So A is with the root and also we have a G. Then similarly we go with the A. Same operation. A occur 4 times. Like we are going to do for each and everything. Finally we will get the conditions like with G 3 times. F with F, C with F, there is no item support with 3. With the E we got 3B, and that means E and B occur minimum 3 times combination. D with B 3 times, B with A 3 times. Like A with A is generally 4 times. Like we got the different combinations. Now applying 3 condition 3 times satisfying. So we A, G satisfied support count we considered. With this one there is no item, that's why we are not considering anything. So with this F there is no point because we have support count 3. There is no item with combination like G. We don't have any item less than all are less than 3. So we are not considered. So there is no combination with the F. Like E, we have a E combination B. Like we have another combination B with D, then B with another AB, like finally A with all. So this is the way how we are going to generate. Let's see fastly. What we are going to do is, initially what we are going to do is, we know we got this final. Yeah, we got the table, tree, frequent table and tree. Then we need to start with the scanning with least value G and apply the condition, 3 condition. All the combinations, we are going to take the frequent items which are having the 3, only those items for G. Finally with G, we got 2 items A and G. So these are satisfying the minimum support. So remaining are not supporting, we are eliminating. That means G with A, G with A only, remaining are not supporting. Like remaining conditions for all the items G we done, same operation we are going to do for the remaining. Finally we got the frequent items based on the condition, all the combinations, we got the frequent items A with G, there is no F with the no combination, then E with B and BD, D with B, then B with AB. Finally, A is a more frequent occurrence. This is the way how we are going to construct the FE tree and identifying the frequent pattern, the combination. That means with the condition, we got the condition is 3. Support condition is 3. If the combination A and G is 3 times, A and G occurrence 3 times, like B and D occurrence 4 times, that means more frequent. And A and B occurrence 4 times. That means our condition is 3. If those are satisfying and with F there is no combination. So there is no combination with any item with F. So we are eliminating the infrequent item with the combination of F. Even the F is frequent, but there is no combination with F. So we are going to eliminate that one. Okay. So this is the way how we are going to done. What is the advantage of the FE tree algorithm is, in case of the a priori algorithm, what we are going to do is, we are doing the lot of scannings in a priori algorithms. But here we are going to do tree traversals. So we are going to reduce the scan time compared to the a priori algorithm. In a priori algorithm, we have to do the scanning and generating the candidate key. In this case, we are not generating the candidate key. We are only doing the tree traversal. So minimizing the time complexity. That is the advantage. So what we are going to do is, initially we are going to do the first time only one scan, entire database to identify the support count. Then we immediately do the tree construction. But in case of the a priori algorithm, we have to do the candidate generation, lot of scannings. For each and every transaction, we have to do the scanning. But in this case, only we need a one scan to identify the frequent item, then construct the tree. Then always, whenever we want to insert a new transaction, the cost is always depend upon the frequent item. The size is always, the size of the tree is depends upon the how many items available in your transaction database. The size of tree we cannot restrict it with the limited size. It's bounded depend upon the number of items available in your transaction database. Okay. The height also same. Maximum number of frequent items. The height of the tree also, your frequent items depend upon the frequent items, the height also depends. This is the way how we are going to do the construction of the FP tree. Okay. This is what frequent pattern tree or FP growth. We need to remember one important point. Sir, to confuse, someone asked in an examination, explain about candidate based association rules. Means candidate based means a priori algorithm. Write a algorithm without candidate generation, that is frequent pattern. So indirect question, like in case of the priori, generally direct question, explain about the priori algorithm, you can able to write. Explain about the FE tree, you can write. But indirectly, write in detail, write a algorithm for the candidate generated based. Candidate generation means a priori only. Without candidate means FE. This is you have to remember. And the advantage is in FE, less scans. tree construction only once. But in a prayer, to every candidate generation, we need to do the scannings. This is what a difference between the a prayer and frequent pattern tree. Okay, thank you. ఇంకోటి చూపించినా ఇందులోనే ఎక్కువైపోయింది ఇది. లాస్ట్లో ముందంతా బాగానే ఉంటుంది, లాస్ట్లో మీరు ఇంకా ఎప్పటికీ అన్నీ లేపేసాను. చూసావా బార్డర్లు అన్నీ లేపేసాను, అన్నీ లేపేసాను. గ్రీన్ అయిపోయింది. ఆపాలి కదా.